I was taught that anger was a sin, so I learned to call it something else. I called it disappointment. I called it concern. I was 40 years old before somebody told me. David called it rage in the Psalms, and God published it. I watched a good man lose his job and his house in the same year. I watched his wife pray every morning and still live in fear. I watched him do everything right and get everything wrong. And I sat in church that Sunday while the pastor's song said, just trust the process, God's got a plan. And something inside me said that's not enough for this man who worked 40 years and has nothing and is 63. And I felt something rise up that I wasn't supposed to feel in the sanctuary.
But the Psalms are full of it,
the honest kind,
where the writer says,
God, where are you? It means it, and doesn't apologize for meaning it.
God made anger too.
It's in the scripture.
God made anger too.
Read the book a little different. David screamed at heaven, Job demanded answers back.
God made anger too.
And it doesn't mean your faith is cracked, it means you're paying attention. I'm angry at the system that took 3 years from my cousin. I'm angry at the cancer that picked the wrong one of us. I'm angry at the silence where the miracle was supposed to be. I'm angry at the prayers I said with everything I had in me that went somewhere, I don't know where, not where I aimed. I'm angry at the people who told me anger was ashamed of itself somehow, like feeling it was evidence against the faith, like numbness was the goal of reverence. I am not numb, I am not fine, I am furious and faithful at the same time, because I read about a man who flipped the tables in the temple and called it righteousness and made it sound simple. And I think the church forgot that part somehow, got so comfortable they don't know what to do now, with a man who loves God and is mad at God simultaneously. Both things true at the same time, both things me.
And the Psalms are full of it,
The beautiful kind,
where the rage becomes a prayer.
because at least you're still talking, at least you're still in the room.
God made anger too.
It's in the scripture.
God made anger too.
Read the book a little different. David screamed at heaven, Job demanded answers back.
God made anger too.
And it doesn't mean your faith is cracked, it means you're paying attention. I said all of this to God once, out loud, in my truck, with no filter. Said every version of it. Said I don't understand, and I'm angry that I don't understand. And I'm angry that I'm supposed to be okay with not understanding. And I didn't feel a sermon back, I felt heard, which is different from answered. And maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe the Psalms exist because God would rather have our honest rage than our performed peace. So I stopped apologizing for the fire in my chest, stopped translating it into something more digestible, started bringing the actual thing to the actual God, started showing the furious and faithful in the same breath, 'cause both are real and He can hold both. The Psalms are proof, He published all of it, even the parts where we scream.
God made anger.
God
made anger.
Yeah. David screamed and Job demanded, and God called him his.
God made anger too.
Bring it to Him.
God made anger too.
Bring it to Him.
God made anger too. God made anger too.
I had everything on the list: the car, the house, the account, the outward evidence that God was pleased with me. or so I was told. Yeah. The bag ain't the blessing. Yeah. Let me tell you about the year I hit every number I wrote down. Had the car on the vision board sitting in my driveway right now. Had the house, the zip code, the account with the right commas in it. Had the clothes and the watch and the table at the restaurant where the pastor who told me to sow the seed ate dinner every Friday night, and I sat across from him at his table and waited to feel what he said I would feel when the harvest came in. And it was fine, it was fine, not transcendent, fine, not God is near, fine, like getting the grade you studied hard for, respectable and empty, in a way I didn't have a word for yet. Because nobody preached a sermon about what happens after the bag. When the bag doesn't answer the question the bag was supposed to answer.
The bag ain't the blessing.
I had to learn it the hard way.
Oh, the bag ain't the blessing.
It's just a bag at the end of the day.
Oh,
you can fill it up with everything they told you was a sign.
the bag ain't the blessing.
And the blessing ain't the grind. The blessing is the morning. The blessing is the name.
The bag ain't the blessing.
I had to lose the bag to find what is. I gave to the building because I was told the return was guaranteed. And when the numbers didn't come back, I questioned my faith and my seed. Not the theology, my faith, I thought I hadn't believed hard enough. I thought the silence of heaven was my failure, not the stuff. I've been taught about how money moves in the kingdom of God, and I'm saying this carefully because I know this feels hard to hear from someone who grew up in the church the way I did. But the prosperity gospel took something from me it didn't give. It took the space between me and God and filled it with a transaction, and told me love was a return on investment, and told me favor had a tax bracket, and told me the cross was a down payment on a comfortable life. And I believed it for a decade, and I chased it like it was the life, until the year everything financial was fine and everything else was ash. And I realized I've been building the wrong account the whole time.
The bag ain't the blessing.
Woo! I had to learn it the hard way.
Oh, the bag ain't the blessing.
Woo! It's just a bag at the end of the day.
Oh,
you can fill it up with everything they told you was a sign.
the bag ain't the blessing.
And the blessing ain't the grind. The blessing is the morning. The blessing is the name.
The bag ain't the blessing.
I had to lose a bag to find what it is. Jesus said it plainly. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? He said it plainly. And we built a theology to turn that verse into a fundraising strategy. And I'm not angry about it anymore. I'm just done with the transaction. Done trying to afford the relationship. Done treating the tithe like a toll booth and the blessing like a destination. I want the God who showed up in the lowest year, not the highest account balance. That's the God I'm talking to now. In the morning, before the phone, before the numbers, before any of it, I still pay my bills, I still work hard, I still believe in being responsible with whatever I have. But I stopped counting it as evidence of anything spiritual, because the most faithful man I know has been broke for 30 years, in the most spiritually empty room I ever sat and had a chandelier. So I released the theology of the chandelier and came back to the kitchen table where God was waiting, like he'd been there the whole time, which he had.
The bag ain't the blessing.
The bag ain't the blessing.
Love.
The morning is the blessing. The name is the blessing.
Love.
The table is the blessing.
The bag ain't the blessing.
Lord, the bag ain't the blessing.
The bag ain't the blessing.
And I finally know what it is. Finally know what it is. 3 years, 2 months, 11 days. I counted everyone. Today is the first day. I don't have a number. The guard said good luck, like he meant it, or maybe he didn't. Either way I stepped through, and the air felt different. I better different. The way a scar feels different from the skin it replaced. Lighter and tighter and wrong in a way that reminds you something happened. I had $40 in a plastic bag and the number of the halfway house, and my daughter's new school photo in my pocket. She's taller now, she's always gonna be taller now, and I missed it. I walked out carrying everything I broke, everything I cost, everything that kept on living while I was getting lost. And I walked toward the only thing that still had my name on it, the door at the end of the long walk home. The long walk home, every step is earned. The long walk home, past everything I burned. I don't deserve the door being open, I know what I cost. The long walk home is the road back from lost. Lord, let them let me in. Lord, let them let me in. I called my wife from a payphone on the corner. She didn't pick up the first time or the second, nothing shorter than an hour standing there before she answered. And all she said was, "Are you out?" And I said yes. And she said, "Come home," and the voice she uses when she's made a decision she's not sure about. And I walked 12 blocks with everything I owned in a plastic bag, and God is my only wingman. They were sitting on the porch when I turned the corner. My son didn't recognize me for a second. That's the border between the man I was and what the years did to the image he had of his father. And then he ran, and I dropped everything I was carrying to catch him. I didn't deserve that run toward me, I know what I cost. But grace doesn't calculate, and neither does a 7-year-old running toward his father, coming home. The long walk home, every step is earned. The long walk home, past everything I burned. I don't deserve the door being open, I know what I cost. The long walk home is the road back from lost. Lord, let them let me in. Lord, let them let me in. I stood on that porch for a long moment before I knocked. Not because I was scared. Well, yes, because I was scared. Because some doors you lost the right to just walk through, and you have to knock now and wait and hope that the people inside decided to believe in what a man can become after what a man has done. I knocked, she opened the door, she didn't say anything, she just stepped aside and let me in. The kitchen smelled the same, it's the part that broke me. The same dish soap, the same. Something in the walls that smelled like before. And I stood there in my own house like a guest, and my daughter said, "Daddy, sit down," like she'd been practicing how to let me back in. Maybe she had. Maybe that's what grace looks like when it comes from a 9-year-old.
The long walk home
is over now.
The long walk home,
I made it somehow, not because I earned it,
not because I deserve the door.
the long walk
The long walk home
is over. Lord, Most love songs are written at the beginning. This one is written after everything. This one is written from a kitchen table, 11 years in. After the worst of it, and the best of it, and still here of it. Have not been easy to love, I wanna start there, because the story doesn't make sense without that sentence. I brought everything I was carrying into the first year of this, and she inherited a man who didn't know how to stay without eventually trying to leave in whatever way I could arrange. And she stayed, not passively, that's the word I wanna be careful with. She didn't just endure me, she decided me over and over. On the mornings when deciding was the hard option, she decided to stay in the room. She decided to mean the vows. She decided that the man underneath the damage was worth the patience it took to wait for him. And I don't have a word large enough for what that is, so I'm gonna try to say it in a song instead.
Still here, still yours.
After everything we walked through,
Still here, still yours.
all the doors we almost didn't come back to.
I was the storm and you were the foundation.
I was the lost one and you held the light.
Still here, still yours.
After all of it, we're still here tonight. There were years I didn't deserve to be called your husband. Years the phone went to voicemail because I made it go there. Years you filed papers and then didn't file them, and I never knew what that cost you to put them away. And I'm asking now, 11 years in, what did that cost you? Because I wanna stop pretending that love is free, when it clearly cost you something you chose to pay anyway. And I've been carrying that, trying to figure out how to honor it with something other than just not leaving, with just the minimum and not the point. The point is that I wanna be here, not just remain here. I wanna be the reason you stay, not just the project you survive. So this is me saying it out loud in a song, because some things need to be said where they can't be taken back.
Still here, still yours.
After everything we walked through,
Still here, still yours.
all the doors we almost didn't come back to. I was the storm and you were the foundation. I was the lost one and you held the light.
Still here, still yours.
After all of it, we're still here tonight. She stayed because she saw something the years hadn't finished making yet.
She stayed.
She stayed because love is not a feeling, it's a choice you make on the hard days.
She stayed.
Because she prayed for the man he was becoming before he could see it himself. And on the other side of all of it, she would do it again, not because it was easy.
Because it was him.
Last Tuesday she laughed at something I said, the real laugh, the one I spent years not hearing. And I sat there memorizing the sound, because some things you stop taking for granted after you've been close enough to losing them, to understand what losing them means. I'm not a project anymore, I'm a husband, and there is a difference. And she knows the difference now.
And I know it because of her.
Still here, still yours.
Still here, still yours.
After all of it,
After everything, still here. Still here, still choosing you.
still here.
Still yours.
I need to say something that I've been not saying for about 8 years, because I didn't want it to sound like I was leaving God. I wasn't leaving God. I was leaving what people did in this building. I gave everything I had to that congregation for 6 years straight. Showed up early, stay late, tired even when the budget wasn't great. Volunteer for everything, brought my family every Sunday. In the week my marriage almost fell apart. On a Monday I went to the pastor, the one I served, and followed and defended. And what I got back was judgment dressed up as a question about whether I've been faithful enough in the marriage. And I sat there in that office holding everything I was carrying and felt smaller than when I walked in. That's the part they don't put in the testimony, the part where the shepherd uses the staff the wrong way. They hurt me in the building where I came to be healed. They hurt me in the building and they never made it real. Never said they were sorry, never acknowledged the wound. They hurt me in the building, and I walked out of that room into a faith I had to rebuild from the ground. I know I'm not supposed to air this out. I know the Christian response is grace and moving on, but grace doesn't require silence, and moving on isn't the same thing as pretending it didn't happen. Because the families who left after me didn't get a call. The accounts that went unindicted didn't get a mention. The people who asked honest questions and got frozen out didn't get an apology at the annual meeting. They just left and took their wounds with them. And some of them took God with them when they went, because nobody helped them separate the institution from the one the institution was supposed to represent. And that is the damage that outlasts every other kind. When the building makes you afraid of the God who lives outside it. They hurt me in the building where I came to be healed. They hurt me in the building and they never made it real. Never said they were sorry, never acknowledged the wound. They hurt me in the building, and I walked out of that room into a faith I had to rebuild from the ground. Here's what I learned on the outside of that building.
God was still there.
God was still there.
Not in the institution.
In the morning,
In the honesty.
in the honesty, and the people who sat with me. In the mess without a program, without a budget line, without a road to fill. God was in the kitchen at 2 a.m. when I couldn't sleep.
God was
In my daughter's face. God was in the moment I decided that what they did in that building was theirs to carry, not mine, not his. And I walked back toward faith from the outside at my own pace, through a door nobody built for me, and it helped. I found a different room eventually, smaller, less polished, honest in ways that felt unsafe at first, because I've been hurt by the ones who said they were safe. And I sat in the back again, like I always do, and the pastor said something from his own wound, not a manuscript. And I thought, this might be the real one. This might be the building where the building doesn't get between you and God.
They hurt me in the building.
But God was never just a building. Hey,
They hurt me in the building.
but God was at the door. Hey,
They hurt me in the building.
and I survived the building, and I found God on the other side of the building. And he said, I've been here the whole time.